Hey guys, good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a mid-year checkpoint on my luxury handbag jewelry wish list. So basically at the beginning of the year I make a wish list of everything that I would like to get throughout the year, but most of the time I add things that I'm like just shooting really high manifestation type of thing. I don't really intend to buy everything that I put on my wish list, and sometimes something can be on the wish list for 6 years and I never end up getting it for any reason whatsoever. And the other day I was sitting down looking at a certain bag that I've been meaning to get, and I realized that I haven't really been looking into my wish list almost at all, and we are already halfway through the year, and I have to say, and I'm really proud of myself, I have not bought a single thing in the entire year yet. No handbags, no shoes. I've been really good, hence why I've been thinking about getting this specific bag that I don't want to say it because I don't want to jinx it, because I've been looking for it for quite a while. But I also sat down to see everything else that I added to my wish list and realized that there's a few things that maybe I don't want anymore, and I kind of wanted to talk about it because sometimes chatting about these things I end up understanding if it's right or wrong and why I don't want it anymore, or maybe I should reconsider keep it on the wish list, because I do feel like I've been having like way more clarity about what works for me, and I am very intentional with any single thing that I just add to my closet. So I hope that you guys enjoy this topic, and I would love to hear you out in the comment section down below if you have anything like this, anything that you wanted at the beginning of the year and now you're kind of like second guessing it and maybe not anymore. I'm gonna start with one that I've talked about quite a lot since this collection launched, and it's the Chanel 25 in the, I call it the Dalmatian print because it reminds me of Cruella de Vil, from the Matières d'Art collection by Matthew Blazy. Here's the thing, I see that bag and I love it, and since the moment that it was released I was just obsessed with it, because also I have one Chanel 25 and I adore the bag. It's one of the most comfortable, convenient, practical, beautiful bags. I couldn't like the Chanel 25 more. So when thinking about adding a second one, I of course want to go like a little bit more out there, like I don't want to go and add a black one. And when I saw this one, that here's the thing, I usually don't really like animal print, I actually dislike it quite a lot. I don't know what's with this one that I just love it. However, I was loving it so much during fall and winter. I was literally obsessed. I could think about so many outfits that I want to pair that bag with. Like the moment that I saw it, I screenshotted it and I saved it to my wish list, and it's been there and I couldn't wait for it to drop. And now that is spring and summer is coming, I don't know if it's the weather and I'm dressing so different, and I just can't seem to imagine myself right now using that bag, because of course it's not really a bag that you're gonna pair with dresses and lace and shorts or colors. This is very much a fall winter type of bag, so I don't know. And also it made me think about the fact that what if in 4 years I don't like that bag? Also it's gonna be very delicate. Am I gonna be scared to use it? Because the main thing for me with the 25 is that it's so carefree, and if I get like a shearling one, because it's kind of fluffy, I am going to be a little bit scared of using it. But I think it's really pretty, but I don't know if it's just too trendy and I should just not get it. Keep in mind that it's also going to be super hard to get, so I think we will have to see about that one. I'm gonna put a little pin on it, and when the collection drops, if I find it, I'll go try it on. But I think I'm considering removing the bag from the wish list. And I would love to know what you guys think, because I don't know if I'm just full on spring mode, that's why I'm not as attracted to the bag anymore. And I'm gonna be right back at it during fall, so we will see about that. This one didn't really last that long on my wish list, but I adore everything that Jonathan Anderson has done for Dior. I love the prints, I love the Lady Diors, I love the book totes, I love the ready-to-wear, like big fan. So for anyone that has followed me for a while, you know that I love the book tote, but the book tote life is not for me. I've had it twice. Really love the bag because of how it looks. I feel like it's like a little piece of art. I just love that it can have like patterns and that it's always so intricate and beautiful. However, it is such a boxy bag that also gets dirty really easy. It is hard to travel with it. It is hard to put it anywhere. I also don't really dare use it as a beach bag at all, but this book tote came onto my feed and I love the toile de Juillet pattern, and he made like a clover toile de Jury that has ladybugs on it, that it's the cutest, prettiest thing ever. Like, if I could find a wallpaper like that, I would put it like in my bedroom because I'm obsessed. And I saw the bag and also like the framing, like it's so me that I was really considering getting it. I saw it, I tried it on, and it actually is very much revamped. It has now a strap. Also on the inside it has pockets and different things, so it is better than the original version. They did a lot of improvements to it, and I saw it, tried it on, think it's absolutely stunning, but I know that it's not gonna work out. I'm gonna love it on the shelf. I'm not gonna take it out because the book tote is not for my lifestyle. It's not for my frame. It's just too boxy, it's too big, it's too heavy once you fill it out. And why would I carry such a big bag if I'm not gonna fill it out? So that ends up being quite of a problem for me, and I'm gonna get it dirty. So as pretty and beautiful as I think this bag is, I am going to have to remove it from the wish list and hope that they come out with like a Lady Dior, not in canvas but in leather, in that print, because yeah, it has to be leather. And I know that I've said this a few times already, but you can love something and you don't have to own it. So I'm gonna love that bag from afar. Stunning. Another bag that I considered lightly. This was like on my mind, something that I wanted to get, but now I have decided not to go through with it. It's the Loro Piana Extra Pocket L19. Very specifically this one that has like, my mind just blanked trying to describe it, but it looks like it has like seashell crystals type of thing. They're like pearly sequins that make flowers. The bag is absolutely stunning. There's no denying that. Would I love it? Yes. But I don't think I'm willing to pay the price point. I think for this style, there's so many like smaller brands that can make something like this just as beautiful, that is a little bit more affordable, because I love Loro Piana, but I love Loro Piana mainly for the shoes and the clothing. I've never been a fan of the L19, so I love this one just because of the embellishments that it has, and I think it is absolutely stunning. But yeah, the price is absolutely crazy, and I don't really think that it's a bag that I'm gonna be able to wear as much as I would like to, so I'm gonna say no to it. Also probably it's going to be really hard to find, so yeah, we're gonna be removing that one from the wish list. Now this one is sad because this is a dress that I had like in my mind that I was going to get, and I found it and I tried it on, and it's this beautiful Chloe magnificent dress, the most beautiful thing ever. And it's one of those things that you see it on the model and it looks absolutely fantastic, and then I went to Paris, I tried it on, and I looked like cotton candy. Like, the dress was too overwhelming for me because I am quite short and I was wearing heels, but just like there were so many ruffles, and it was long sleeved, and it was a really long dress, and I tried the smallest size available, and still I just felt like I was being swallowed by this beautiful pink magnificent dress. But I just tried it on and I was like, no, this is not gonna work. I will never use this because I have nowhere to take it to. I have a beautiful pink dress already, but that was like the dream princess dress. It was like so ethereal and flowy. It looked amazing on the runway, of course, but I am 5'1" and have to be realistic, and this is why I usually try to go for short dresses because they work a little bit better for me. But yeah, that was really sad. I had like a lot of expectations, and this is why I usually don't do pre-order of things, especially when it comes to ready to wear. So yeah, we're gonna be removing that one from the wish list, and also the other Chloe dress, because I made a decision, at least for this year. I love my ready to wear dresses to death and I use them a lot, but I think for the price point I can get like so many other very whimsy dresses from other brands that are not as expensive, and instead of having one, getting like multiple, and just like I wanna have like a whimsy beautiful summer with like so many cute dresses and tops and things. I think we're pretty much removing ready to wear from the wish list, and I'm just gonna find like cute little stores. And yeah, on a very similar note, we're also taking off the Cartier Juste and Clou from the wish list. This one is like half-half. Like, I'm not gonna buy it from store. If I ever come across exactly my size and what I want for a really good price on the pre-love market, yes, that I could consider. But if not, I honestly rather spend that money on other of jewelry, not necessarily from a luxury house, and more like a local jeweler or maybe a vintage watch that I can find on the streets. I don't know, something just different, because every single time that I go and try on the juke at the store, I love it. I'm not gonna lie. I always feel like I'm gonna buy it, and then when I see the price, I'm just like, I cannot, like, I don't know what's wrong with me, because I know how much it is, but it's just, I've kind of been taking like a different path when it comes to jewelry lately, that I don't know if it's worth it at this point, and I think I prefer to right now just kind of do my thing and get more like interesting, different, beautiful pieces that feel very much like my style, and the juke is always going to be there. So if I change my mind in 20 years, I can still get it, and right now just be a little bit more adventurous when it comes to jewelry. So for now, that's the plan. But yeah, if we found it on the resale market for like an amazing deal, then yes, we will consider that. The Louis Vuitton Capucines. This I've had like 5 years on my wish list. It's never been on top of my wish list, but it's always been there. And it's always like the special editions. Every single time that I go to Louis Vuitton, the first thing that I want to see is like the special edition, like newest, most intricate, cute Capucines, because in my opinion, it's like the prettiest Louis Vuitton bag. However, I feel like I've never found the one. I don't know if that's just because I don't love the Capucines as much, because there is definitely so many beautiful versions, and I've seen some also on the resale market going for quite a good price, because the Capucines doesn't really retain its market value. So definitely it's a good one to buy on the pre-love market, but I just never go for it. Even though I find one that I'm like, this is really cute, like it's never love, and I've started to question if it's just the fact that I don't really want the Capucines and I just like them. I like looking at them. I appreciate when they do like new collections, and maybe I should not buy it because I'm not gonna use it as much. I know people that have the Capucines and absolutely love it, and as I said, it's always been like kind of my favorite Louis Vuitton bag, but I just never buy it. So maybe there's something in the back of my mind kind of keeping me at bay of buying something that maybe I'm not gonna like as much, but I don't know why. That's the thing. I like, visually I like the bag. I also love Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton was like my first love, and this is like the bag from the brand. So yeah, I don't know, but I think this year I'm just gonna remove it, and if at some point I ever find something that literally steals my heart, yes, maybe, but I think it is definitely off the wish list. The Celine 16 is also a bag that I've had on my wish list for a really long time, and I really thought about this one, and I am officially removing it from the list because of one reason, and that is the inside of the bag. It has a division, and I usually bring with me like bigger items, like for example, this is my bag of the day, and I'm still missing my camera that usually goes like on top. So I've gone to Celine to try the bag so many times, and something that I've been doing a lot is that every single time that I go to try on a bag, I put my stuff inside and I put it on, and I like literally try to use it as if I was like on the go and I need to grab something, or just to check if the items that I tend to use on a day-to-day basis are gonna fit inside of the bag. And the fact that it's not just one big compartment, that I know that for most people this is going to be like good because you can organize things a bit more, and it's not just like a black hole. But for me, it means that I cannot bring with me certain things, so I'm just gonna not use the bag. And it's such a shame because I love the natural leather. I love Celine, and the Celine 16, it's such a beautiful, understated, again, the natural leather I just love, and especially when it patinas. I don't know, I feel like it's a bag that it's very me, and they always release it in such beautiful colors. But the reality is that, again, if I buy that bag, I need to let something go, and it's not that practical. It's not gonna fit what I need. So at the end of the day, it's a big bag, not really a mini bag, and it's just not functional for my lifestyle, so we're gonna have to let that one go, finally, after years. And the last one is also very official that we're not buying, and it's the Margaux bag from the Row. I was on the fence about this bag since the moment that it was released. I was like close to getting it all the time, but I was always holding myself back because I was not sure if I loved the bag because of the bag or just because of how trendy and like understated. I just really loved the vibe and everything, so I wanted to wait and make sure that I was getting the bag for the right reasons, especially because it is not a cheap bag, and also it was almost impossible to get. So with time, I realized that I actually like the bag because of how it looks. I don't really care about the trend, but also I realized that I don't like the bag enough to actually go and buy it. And I really want to be intentional in what I spend my money on and not adding things that just to try something new that I need to convince myself to wear. Like, I know that I am someone that buys basically the same bag in every color, but I know that I love and adore that bag, and I know that having it in another color is gonna make me also use it when I want to use that color. Like, having into colors, not into different styles. So that is what's been working out for me, and I know that a lot of people find it so boring, but it's just what kind of makes me happy. I'm also getting really good at knowing when I like something for a fantasy life that I don't have versus my real life. So that's why some things I will love them from afar and not really get them, and the Margaux bag is one of those. I love it, but I don't love it enough, and I also don't think that it is special enough for me to just like put other things that I have now on my wish list aside and go buy it. So we're just gonna remove it. So this was a video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I would love to hear your updated wish list for 2026. I hope that you guys have a beautiful day, and if you're not to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you're not done watching, I'm gonna leave you two videos right here in case you want to check them out. Thank you, and see you on the next one. Bye.